Hi everyone. This is free surfing after class. I can show you guys how I balance and the technique to use. Um, there's it's really not hard. It's pretty easy. There's always you know there's a way to bend your knees to keep your balance right, and even when you fall back, a way to recover and stay on, and keep the proper posture and all that. And I think there's a technique to it, and I can get into a little bit, and hopefully it helps you guys out. When you're on the balance board and you want to keep the momentum going, and there's a process for all that, and so let's get to it. So again, like when I'm make sure this is properly. So anytime you're trying to balance, you know, it's not hard. It's not hard at all. Um, again, the first thing you want to do is obviously step on the board, whatever board it is. Doesn't matter what kind of board you're using, um, but you want to step on the board, and again, there's really it's not brain science or rocket science. It's pretty easy. You put I put my right foot on first, and that's how I prefer to go on. It just depends on what you're comfortable with. Um, but you step on the board, and then when you get put your right foot on, and then you put your left foot on. Now you're on the board. Now you're on the board. Um, and I mean this is just a standing position, so this is not really hard. Um, and then if you want to get down into a position almost like a surfing position, you bend your knees at this kind of angle, really whatever your comfort level is, and then you could sit there and when you get good at it, you could start rocking back and forth and moving back and forth and rotating your legs through on top of the board and going this way, and so so really like that, just a motion front and back, as I was pushing through the board. Um, again, it's kind of like, again, you're going down and up, you know, going down and up like that, and there's different ways. Again, you can do it whatever way you choose, but again, this is a good way to learn balance and proper balance, and maintaining balance and doing all this stuff, and you know, so that right there, I mean, again, you just get good at it. The more you do it, the more you go back and forth. You're going up and down like that, and again, it's not hard. Anyone can do it. It's also good to work your leg muscles too. It's good to work your leg muscles doing that, and then you talk about when I go all the way back on the board, you see me try to keep my body on, and there's always a way. When I'm in that situation, I try to position my body. I like to put my arm over the top, bend my back in on a certain angle, just to try to keep yourself balanced out, even though you're off balance. At that point, you're not square on the board. So if a situation like that happens, kind of looks like. Let me show you guys. See, kind of like that, but I didn't hold on, so I'm not even perfect at it, But again, you're doing that. You're just trying to even out your balance on the board, and it's not easy. They're definitely not easy. There's one. There's two. There's three. That wasn't really a complete one, but It helps even out the balance. That one was not for. So, do you guys get what I'm doing? Again, it's a good way to help balance yourself out on the board. And again, it's just it's pretty easy. Anyone can do it. It's not that hard. You guys can do it watching this. If I can do it, you can do it. And I live in Pennsylvania, so it's hard. There's no beaches around. So if I'm going to stay sharp in the winter, you want to have some kind of balancing tool that works. This is perfect. This tool right here, because it's got edges on it. It rolls a little bit. It doesn't roll too much, but it's enough to promote good balancing technique. And even I'm not a master at it. There's still times I fall off. You're not going to be perfect at it, but you just keep working at it, and I think it's a good way if you're gonna hit the beach and go surfing. I think it's a good tool to have. It's really a good tool to have to be able to do this. You're probably thinking, what does this have to do with riding a surfboard out in the water? I think it helps balance. And number one key to surfing is you want to have good balance technique, and you want to be able to stay on the board so you can take cuts, carves, any kind of airs. No matter what you're trying to do, you want to be able to have balance. You want to be able to stay on the board, and that's always the key. I mean, again, the balance it's the number one most important thing I believe in the sport of surfing. It's so key to be able to keep your balance and to be able to go back and forth on the board. And be able to position yourself. That like that. You want to be able to keep yourself in the proper position, So when I go back and forth like this, again, it helps promote, good balance, good technique, but then when you go back again, you get good at it, and it's really what it's about. So you go back and forth, not like that. I apologize, guys, not like that, and it's like you're moving your knees up and down like that, and so yeah, that's really what you want to do. You want to just stay in that kind of motion, and then try to do it again. So you get what I'm doing, even when I go back, trying to, position my upper body in a certain way so I can maintain my balance even as I'm going back off the board. And there's times, as you guys see, I fall off, and I'm not embarrassed to admit it happens, man. I don't have perfect balance, and it happens when you're in a situation like that, Again, you're positioned off the board, and your body's not really comfortable, being that far back, and it's all about maintaining balance, proper balance, so you can stabilize yourself on the board. like that again. Again, even I find myself too far positioned off the board more than I like, you know, and that's just something, you know, you just keep working at. Again, you want to, if you do this, you want to move your legs up and down, you know, up and down like that consistently. And you can help even out your balance, you know, Indo boards and all that. I don't really believe in that stuff. But again, if it works for you, do it. If it works for you, do it. You know, whatever works for you, for you. And, you know, but for me, you know, I've been doing this and it helps, you know, when you do get on the surfboard, it helps, you know, promote good balance and doing this technique. And you just, you do it over and over again. Again, I just keep doing this for repetition and technique and, you know, do one more for you guys. And yeah, I just want you to see the repetitive motion of me moving my knees. If you focus on my knees, you see, you know, up and down. And then when I get in a position where my body's going back and I'm losing my balance, right, which happens to everyone, doesn't matter who you are. It's all about trying to position yourself with your body and your upper body mainly and getting yourself back on the board. That's the most important thing. But I got one more for you guys. Not that one. One, should have held it. Off the board. And we're going to continue with this hopefully. One. Two. All right, that wasn't good. sometimes the thing tends to roll too. Yeah, it could be frustrating, you know. It could be frustrating just to master something. It takes time. I give myself a chance there. Get them up short. So there's one. And it's all about having good balance. There's one. It's two. there it is, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Had to get 4 in a row before I signed off. That's just the competitive side of me. You guys can do it easily. Anyone can get good at